Success. How sweet the sound. Success is what everybody desires. Success makes you happy, makes you thrilled. You feel fulfilled. Everybody likes success. Nobody likes failure. Everybody likes to achieve with success. However, success and failure are part of life. Failure does happen. And when it comes, see the lesson you can take from it and move ahead. Everybody has some measure of successes they achieve in their life. Nobody is an absolute failure except somebody who gives up and just damn it all, who just accept the status quo. But the average human being is not a total failure. That's why in education, we say nobody is an ignoramus and nobody is ineducable except someone who chooses to be like that. So at this reflection time, we shall share some nuggets of success. The first one is hard work. Hard work. Hard work is not a gift. It's not a dash. It doesn't just happen. So I say, embrace hard work. Engage in hard work. Believe in hard work. Don't believe in luck. Nothing just happens. Something makes something to happen. Life is based on the principle of sowing and reaping. The law of sowing and reaping. If you keep working at it, you achieve it one day. You may not achieve the totality of what you're working towards, but at least you have left something behind. You have made some moves. You have made some gains. So believe in hard work, engage in hard work, and don't believe in luck or chance. Don't live your life as a game of chance, and don't leave events in your life to chance. Hard work pays. The second knowledge I'd like to share with you is patience. Sometimes I call it the force of patience. Even the Bible says, have you done all you have to do? You still need to be patient. Because a lot of things in our life are based, if not everything, is based on process. The seed you plant, it takes a process for it to grow. If you're working in a production factory or industry, everything is in process. Everything you do, first of all, you think about it. That's a process. You call it the thought process. Before you now take the physical action to bring it into reality. Therefore, patience. What about cooking? The food you eat, you don't just pour it in the pot on fire now and take it. Even what they call the fast food, the noodle, and some of the other things, everything has to go through a process. So success needs also process and patience. The other one we look at is sacrifice. Everything in life has a price. The question is, are you ready to pay the price for what you desire? Are you ready to make the sacrifice for what you desire? Even for you and I to be born, our mothers made a sacrifice. Because at times, especially in the early months of the pregnancy, the appetite changes. And that's a sacrifice. That's why some people say, after one or two children, say, no, I don't, at least I've done, let God bless this one for me. So sacrifice is a very important nugget. Another nugget we look at is consistency. Consistency. Anasium says that if you set your mind to achieve a particular goal or objective, and you set all your resources at achieving that, the word of wisdom says that the forces of nature and the elementals will galvanize themselves together to help you to achieve that goal. You can share your comments with me in the comment section. But I learned about that and I believe it. And many people have testified to that. So consistency. That's why even when we grow, you say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I remember when we were growing up, there was song. You can get it if you really want. You can get it if you really want, but you must try and try. You succeed at last. So you see, consistency is key. Another nugget we look at or reflect on is discipline. You need to be disciplined with your time, with your appetite, with your thoughts, with the things you listen to, with the things you say, with the things you allow yourself to be engaging. You don't just give your time to whatever comes across your path. You don't just associate with everyone that comes across your path. You have to discipline with your thinking, with your thoughts, with your sharing, with your eating habits. All these things galvanize to help you in your journey and another nugget we look at is self-confidence. When we're growing up, we also learn about self-concept. How do you see yourself? What kind of person do you believe you are? What kind of person do you believe you'll be tomorrow? You should have to have confidence in your own thinking, your own ability, your own personality. Like my mom used to say, I may not have all the money in the world, but I am a full-blooded Nigerian. And nobody has a right to talk to me or behave to me anyhow. You have to be confident in your own personal abilities. Don't do comparative analysis. Don't allow anybody. The Bible says comparing themselves with themselves, they become fools. There's something in psychology called the principle of individual differences. No two people in this whole world are exactly the same. They may have a lot of similarities, a lot of identical attitudes and personality features, but no two people. That's why it's a wonder, the fingerprint. Then beyond that, no two people are exactly the same. No two people. So believe in yourself. Don't allow anybody to down talk you or to play down on your personality or your intelligence. You know, you may not be as smart as a person with IQ 160, 180, 170. But you are not a moron, for crying out loud. Nobody is a moron. Everybody knows something. I may not know what you know. You may not know what I know. But there's nobody that is blank upstairs. That's why in education, in teaching, we talk about pre-entry knowledge, previous knowledge. Somebody knows something. So you go from the known to the unknown. The child you are talking to, the child you are teaching knows something. So you try to, as we call it, association knowledge, you try to associate the new knowledge you want to present to the one the student has been familiar with. So work on your self-confidence in your journey of success in this life. The other one is positive mental attitude. That is, choose to see the positive aspects of life. A lot of negatives abound. The rain that is falling, if your perspective is not right, say, this rain is falling again. Yes, but if you look at it possibly, rain is falling, the weather is cool. No, the place will be flooded. But that's why we are human beings. Use umbrella, use rain boots, or find a way to deal with the flood. The sun is shining, it's too hot. Yes. And so, does that stop you from doing what you're supposed to do? No. Life plays its own, you play your own. That's why we are human beings. We have brains to think. So positive mental attitude is very key. Don't allow yourself to be a pessimist. And that's why God tries to encourage us as his children. When you serve me with gladness, be grateful for what you have. The air you breathe in, that you can use and you can see, you can talk. At least you may not have the brain of a computer system that you can remember 80% of what you heard or what you read, but you still remember something. Like I tell students, they say, math is very difficult. Yeah, you may see it that way. But once you know 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, and you know that if you go to buy something, you give them this amount of money, you know the change you can collect without using a calculator, then it's like something in your head. Work with that. You start with that. Encourage each other. And finally, you focus on your goals and not the obstacle along your path. Yes, the obstacles, some people call it challenge, some people call it problems. It depends on your perspective anyway. But you don't focus on that. If you focus on that, you will get discouraged. But see, what can you do about this challenge? That's what people say, you see challenge as a stepping stone. Whatever is along your path of success, just pause and think, yes, what can I do about this? How can I get over this? And believe you me, a light will show forth in your system. And you say, yes, A, B, C, D. Or you get suggestions and so on. Thank you for listening. Share your comments with me in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed before. God bless you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.